take you on a little drive today in my neighborhood. Give you an idea, there's a palatial estate there, anything like my house. And there's one right next to it. That's right on the lake, Lake Johanna. And right down here is a new addition. It's a Church of the Latter-day Saints, Norman, and that was just built not long ago. And there it is, pretty imposing. Okay, now today I'm taking you on a little trip here. This isn't far from where I live, the great Sinkhole here in Eustis. There's not much publicity about this, and I don't know of any extant archive of the history of this, although I really should check out the museum in Eustis to see if they have anything. Now, right here you see the road sign, Country Club Road, and you wonder why, Waycross Avenue, you wonder why it says Country Club Road, because there's no country club here. Well, I will show you why. The sinkhole devoured the country club. And right here it starts, right there at that fence line. And you can see everything just kind of fell down. And looking down the road here, you can see how far down things are. Just fell down. And I'm going up here to a parking area to see if we can explore this in more detail. This is a preservation area here, and I hope it's open. We will find out presently. All this fell down. You can see how it slopes down. So this was the golf course. We're going to check right here. This is a parking area. Hidden Waters Preserve. This is a birding trail too here, so let's just check out. I'm in the 98 Ford van here, so we'll see if we can get in here. See, you can see there how everything just fell into a pit there. There's the trees over on the other side, and it's a sharp drop off. So let me see if I can wander in here. See, it says Country Club Road. No pets. Preserve is open from 8 a.m. until sunset. Water Authority owns it. Okay. This is amazing here when you look at this to see how sharp that drop off is. And there's a trail all the way down here. So let me just show you, there are homes over on that side. So that doesn't, the existence of this, there's my van, the existence of this doesn't prevent people from building. There's a whole big development on the other side. Hidden Waters Preserve. 90-acre preserve was acquired in 1996 to protect seepage areas in a sinkhole lake. Lake Alfred. That's the sinkhole, which drains slowly into the aquifer. Source of drinking water. Okay. Formerly known as the Eichelberger Sink. Previous users of the property included a golf course in the 40s and 50s. So that's when that was, in the 50s. and a citrus grove operation during the 80s. Subdivisions have sprung up around the property. Okay, forested uplands around the sink, but are a remnant of the historic forest. And they're trying to get rid of invasive species that have choked out the normal species that lived here. Two main trails on the property. We want the Lake Alfred Trail blue, which leads you down into the Sinkhole. The Ravine Trail guides you along a constant stream of water seeping from the underground and takes you around the perimeter of the property. So you got the blue and the red trail. We'll do the blue trail, and then you can go, there it is there. We'll do the blue trail, and then maybe we can do the red trail too. And there it is in Eustis. Hidden Waters Preserve. Okay, off we go. Lake Alfred Trail. See how this goes down, man. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is like far is supposed to be flat, right? This is not flat. You can hear the insects going. These look like new trees essentially up here, these pines. I was down here before, but the first time with the camera here. And somebody's been walking the trail here because the grass here is pretty well down to the ground. I'd love to find the old ruins, if that were possible, of there was a clubhouse. Just to give you an idea, that's the ascent there going up. So this is a fairly steep drop off here. Still goes down. Constant. Now it seems to be getting into the older trees here. Begin to glance up from where we came from. You can't even see it. That's how far down we're going. This is a sinkhole. Now we're going to get a little temperature variation here as we start to get into the shade. It's fairly warm here. It's midday heat here. Aha. You've got a choice here, and it's not marked. So I think this looks more worn here, so we'll go down this way. Those are little oak leaves here, and believe me, if you have a tree like that one that sheds them, I guarantee you those leaves will get into everything. Mushrooms. And you can see it still goes down. More mushrooms. Believe me, there's quite a difference in temperature between the top of the subsidence there and where we are here. That gives you an idea here. Now we're at the bottom, pretty much. I'd love to see ruins, old ruins here, but I don't think we're going to see them. Go up this side here and see what's going on. This is the blue trail. We've got a blue fence post there. There's the lake there. Aha. There's the lake. See how close we can get to it. I'm not going to go in any further, but I'm pretty sure that's it. There goes a monarch or a butterfly. What kind was that? Yellow and black swallowtail? This really fell down. Look at the both sides. You can see how far down we are. Go up this way. I may be lost in here. That would be interesting. There appears to be water in there. Yeah, I heard something in the water. Who knows what that might be? Might be a gator. There's no body in, there's no lake in Florida where you don't have assurance that there might not be a gator. Their monarch was just flying around there. Yeah, there's water there. It's all water. And the trees are right down in it. This is huge. Makes the Winter Park sinkhole look like nothing. There's more water there. That's what happens. These sinkholes fill up over time. And this has got to be 50 years old. See the extent of this. It's amazing. You can see how a golf course, there's a duck there. You can see the extent of this. No wonder it swallowed up the golf course. The thing I like about it too is it's easy walking. It's you know, concerned about rocks like the Appalachian Trail might be. The birds love this. No wonder there's so many birds around. There's more of the lake down here. See, all that vegetation probably was one time alive and gradually died off, so you see the remnants of it existing in the water there, all turning gray. So it's dead, but it's probably a nesting area. It's alive. All kinds of dragonflies around here too. There goes one. I love to see what's in that water. That's pretty big. When you figure all the stuff that you couldn't, the brush prevented you from seeing, this really covers quite an area. There's a heron, I guess, sitting there in the water. And we've got another trail marker up here. Got blue over this way and red up that way. So we'll continue with the blue. Now, in the northern part of this county, near the Ocala National Forest, there are black bears that live in that area. And not so much here further down, but other areas, bears make appearances near homes, mainly because sometimes people make the mistake of feeding them, so they lose their natural fear of humans. So they wind up being dependent on humans for being fed, so then they invade neighborhoods. So the Wildlife Commission comes in and tries to round up the bear and relocate them into an area further removed from civilization. But as long as people feed them, then they have a motivation to seek developed areas. This is essentially going around the lake. I hope I don't wind up in a situation to keep on going around and around the lake. That would be interesting. It's quite a while until dark, so I don't think I have to worry. But this is good use of land here. You use it as a station for recharging the Florida Aquifer. If you go down any amount of distance here, you're going to find water. Here's another view of the lake there. Now look at all the wildflowers in there. You're going to find water, and that's why there aren't basements in Florida. Very few, because when you go down any depth, you're into the water table. So it'd be hard to keep a basement dry, even if it were feasible to. Oh, there's a nice butterfly there. So it wouldn't be feasible to keep it dry. So there's more. Another bird there. Just look at that panorama there. It's amazing. Wonder if they had, wish I had the headlines for back in the 50s when this thing fell. Whether they took the golfers unaware. They were out on the 15th tee, and they said, "Hurry up, get off the tee. The earth is giving way." Where would you run? Where is it safe? Ah, here's a creek. Here's a waterway. There you go. Feeding right into it. Okay. See if we see any. It's kind of fairly clear, this water. We had some rain last night. In fact, I was without electricity for about an hour and 15 minutes. It's nice and cool here. You're in the shade, you're by this water here. It's like a little waterfall right there. And that goes up a ways too. And it goes around this little island here. It meets back there, bifurcates right there. Alright. Let us retrace our steps and go up around the other trail, the red trail, and see where we come out. There's a little hole there. That's probably, there are these gopher tortoises that are endangered. When they find them, they have to relocate them before they can build on the property, because they're endangered. I'm not sure what a gopher tortoise hole looks like, but that might be one. This is a theory that really all the lakes here in Florida were formed this way. Gradual or sudden collapse, and then you had the formation of like, there's a flue trail significant there. I have a look on the trees, more like Appalachian Trail. I have to get used to that. Yeah, and there are a lot of lakes, and that's why they call this Lake County. I forget what percentage it is that actually is covered by water. Tremendous percentage. All these lakes that are formed. And if you really like this kind of video, there is another sinkhole, which is even more dramatic, up in Gainesville. It's called the Devil's Millhopper. And if you're interested, I'll take a drive up there. And it's a ways away, but I was there once, and it's worth the effort. Got the name Devil's Millhopper because it was figured if you fell into that, it was your entrance to the nether region, and the devil might get you if you fell into the hole. At the bottom of the hole, there's a stream running through there. It's very dramatic. So this must be the red trail. We'll soon find out. It's blue there. Somebody marked it with a twig. Guess they got confused. So we'll go up this way and see what we can find. And the gradient here is really something. And that's the way down to the lake. This is a steep climb here. Very steep. Overhanging branch here. Gives you an idea of the gradient down there. And more blue tree emblazonment there. So we're still on the blue trail. Look at that behind stuff. I'll tell you what, if you jog this thing, that will keep you in shape. And I would say we're back to where we entered. We have this no, we're not. Let's see. I'm going to go up this way. Ah, sea grape again. Notice the grape-like berries that we saw at the beach, at Cocoa Beach. So, it just shows you these plants are all over Florida. And that gives you a perspective there of the drop. Okay. Now I see another marker in the distance, blue. And we're going up the hill again. And we have here the other entrance. That's where we're leaving. And I was telling you that there are housing developments in the area. Well, here are some, right by the sinkhole. Okay.